Wiggy time on the fly. What's up, everybody? Sean Wiggins here alongside myself, Ref Hansen. Good Lord, Modrom, I love you to death. But look at that. That looks like shit. Well, except the ref. That would be me, circa September 29th, 2001. This is South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The corner of Swanson and... Pardon that. Oops, excuse me. In South Philadelphia, right by the Philadelphia Sports Complex, the ECW arena known as Viking Hall. And this was September 29th, 2001, as I said. This would be the last Jersey All Pro Wrestling show at this building till I think they came back in 2005. Yes, 2005 they came back. And that was the famed cage match with Teddy Hart and Jack Evans taking on Homicide and B-Boy. I have that somewhere. I got to find it. Anyway, here's JT Jobber, and he's going to be wrestling Dixie in this match for the New Jersey State Championship. And there I am. You'll see an American flag on the back of my referee shirt. 9/11 had just happened 2 weeks before this. Now it's all gung-ho America. And there you go. Fuck Bin Laden. 9/11 happened 2 weeks before this, and everybody in the world was patriotic. Everybody in the country, I should say, was patriotic. And then, well, I won't get into my 9/11 thoughts as here. What I'm going to do is talk about this match. And there's, God Lord, hold the fucking camera, Wiggins. So JT Jobber, I'm checking JT Jobber right now. If you don't know who JT Jobber was, I don't know. I just gave him, I told him to do something. Oh, yeah, I told him to get on his ass, I think, to start making the people try to cheer for him. But I made myself look too tall standing next to him, which I shouldn't have done. So there's JT Jobber. A little known fact, when I started training at the Jersey All Pro Wrestling School, JT Jobber was the first one to train me how to do a headlock, which is why I can't do a headlock today. Well, there's his opponent, Dixie. So yeah, JT, he wanted to go by the name JT Loner. But I don't know if it was Fat Frank's idea, maybe that Jamoke Ray Sager, to change it to JT Jobber, that he would be a jobber that gets victories here and there. Is that Gabe Sapolsky? Oh my God, it is. Gabe Sapolsky is in the back shooting this for your boys at RF Video. Yeah, he's a New Jersey State champion. That's one thing I liked about JP. They did have a New Jersey State belt. A little too regional, but it does regionalize itself. Anyway, there's Dixie. Oh my God, there's Hat Man. Bell Swinger, that's the market value Hatman. Hatman stopped coming to these shows, but I realized JP had no direction. The shows didn't get over enough for him. But he didn't come to this one. And this was actually Mikey Whipwreck's last appearance in the ECW arena. That's how this is headlined. Anyway, so Bell Swinger, the guy you just saw Dixie smack his hat off his head. Bell Swinger actually was a WXW referee, and he was... always hung around the shows. He was a fan, and then eventually became a referee, and annoyed me, actually, that they would let anyone ref, because he really wasn't that good. But wanted to be part of the show, and he was, and the whole bit, blah, 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 blah. But Bell Swinger tragically died in 2003. He got hit by a car walking home from work, which, like, what the WTF? How's that a way to die? Anyway, he was... There it is, New Jersey State Championship. So yeah, I just went off on like 15 tangents. I don't know where the hell I left off. But that's Mr. Matthews giving the ring introductions, NWA style. And again, if a federation does this for its title matches, that's great. It's nostalgic, but you don't have to do it for every match on the card. And I think JP only did it for the championship matches. I don't remember. They did him, they didn't do him. So anyway, yeah, it was either Ray or Frank's idea to call him JT Jobber. He started training before so many guys, and he only worked for this year. I think he stayed in Ooh, look at that sell by the ref. I think he worked a little bit in Jersey All Pro in 2002 and was gone by 2003. He just stopped. Now, he did graduate college, and he probably went on to do some cool things in real life. Did JT. But he was in that school so long, and he tried so hard, and he wanted it so bad. But he just didn't have an understanding of like how to be a professional wrestler, like the art part of it. The physical part, he really, really tried his ass off and was pretty good at it. But I think he wanted to learn how to be a good heel or a good face. or a good worker, I should say. Where Dixie, he started before me as well. He was in the same class as JT. They were like pretty much a class before me. Dixie kept up with this for on and off for the next 10 years. You know, he was Ring of Honor, jumped all over him. Doug Gentry was huge fan of Dixie's and put him right in Special K as kind of the silent leader of Special K in that promotion. Jersey All-Pro, like I said, multi-time champ, this, that, and third. He's a big face, big heel. He really, went for it. He could, and again, I hate saying this in every one of my videos, but I'm going to repeat it. If AEW and Impact and MLW and all these guys were around then, I mean, TNA was around. Well, TNA, no, it wasn't around yet, but there's so many federations now, which makes me wonder how many guys actually make real money. Dixie would have been another one that would have been all over. I don't think JT would have been, but Dixie definitely would have been. I would have been. Look at that hair. I still have the same hair, except to lighten up a little bit. And I cut a big little circle on the top. There's Dixie's valet, Valentina, on the outside, who doesn't know how to work a lick as a valet in this match. Didn't have the presence of mind to distract me while Dixie was cheating. I should be told a lot of things. She did a lot of things. There's nice. See, JT had decent offense. That's pretty good offense. Look at that. But, when you wear the kick pads and you don't kick, I don't like that either. See, no water in the pool. You telegraphed that one, bud. But he's got a T-shirt. He just looks like a jobber. And I guess that was the other reason, JT Jobber. JT Jobber went for the suicide dive. We should keep using that name till it offends too many people and they get rid of it. Dixie, very smart heelish tactic, pulling Valentina, and there he's taking market values man's hat and chucking it. Bellswinger, you were a good dude. It sucked that you died the way you did. He was a good guy. I think he died August 2003. Crazy. Anyway. Getting back to the contest, Dixie, the match came to a stop. And that was the thing about JP. I wish we had a Ricky Steamboat, but having a Raven or, so many guys who could teach guys how to do a great match and have a title match like this. Just, they're stopping and starting and Dixie's did this. I don't know. It's not put together as good as it could be. And I'll say this for Dixie, like I want to say he could have great matches with so many guys. He was a very good in-ring wrestler, but like JT's not that exciting, and Dixie's having a pretty good match with him. So I'm going to say Dixie's a guy that could work with anybody, but he can adapt to styles. JT going for the moonsault. Oh, actually it wasn't a bad one for body type and athleticism. Good job, JT. I'm proud of you. I couldn't do that. I'm sure if I practiced, I could have. But see me doing that. 2 count only on Dixie. But yeah, JT, whatever the hell you're doing now, I hope you're like a freaking scientist or a professor, because you were always smarter than all of us. And Dixie, see, choking him out, and I'm way out of freaking position. I should be looking down at the throat. Every referee in the history of professional wrestling has fallen for that. And they will continue to fall for it in the year 3000. Hit me up, JT. Say hello. Dixie now screaming at the fans for looking at the valet on the outside. Excuse me. Dixie nailing JT now. Trying to crown him as his valet, Valentina, right on the outside there. Now Dixie's slowed down the pace of the match. See, Dixie would have benefited from having a Joey Matthews or a Raven around to really teach him how to be a good heel, or even a Tommy Dreamer. That name was lost. Of course, at this time, they were in the WWE. Dixie with another forearm shot. Actually, Joey wasn't in WWE. He was like doing jobs and darks for them. And eventually got a few years later. There's a whatever neck breaker that was. See, he did a bunch of stuff with his arms, but he couldn't see because it didn't register. And JT. No, the foot went on the rope he hits his finisher, but no, Dixie's foot was on the rope. I'm trying to explain this. I'm like, look out. Good night, Irene. Roaring elbow. Got him. 3 count. Say 2 count shoulder count. But that roaring elbow. Dixie did use that roaring elbow. I think Hit Squad told him to use it. A big monster watched a lot of Japan. Told him to use that and be a good finisher. And it was. Dixie did utilize, And now Dixie going after JT. Unbelievable at the end of the match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for Showmaker, it's I'm Ref Hansen. Arrivederci and Chet. Well, he's setting up. He's giving him the. I never know what to call that thing. I call it pretty sweet. It is pretty sweet looking. So, and there's the Insane Dragon to save his buddy JT Jobber. Insane Dragon and Dixie were involved in a huge feud. And Dixie gets the win, keeps the New Jersey State Championship belt, the prestigious New Jersey State Championship belt. Show it off. There you go. Taking Valentina in the back and saying, thank you for valeting me to this victory. So for Showmakers, I'm Ref Hansen. I hope you enjoyed this one. As always, anything you could do for me, just let me know. Please drive safe. Arrivederci and ciao. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me I'm a douche. Whatever. Just comment and subscribe. Metal Maniac, I see you, bro. Love you forever. Talk to you soon. All right. Signing off.